is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, Gravy here, and this is a DC Legends video. In this video, this is a double upload day. I'm uploading a crap ton of videos today because I'm trying to catch up on being behind schedule. So I've uploaded 3 Marvel Future Revolutions videos today, and I'm gonna do a double upload of DC Legends because I wanted to go ahead and get my views out on Steel since he's the freebie tune, and I've been trying to get his video in for like the longest, but so much stuff has come up. And later this week, I'm gonna do a top 10 mystics in the game. Thanks to Random Encounter for the idea, but that's going to be coming up on Wednesday, and I want to try to do a Riddle Me This on Friday, so I'm going to have to do Steel now, because if I don't, then it's going to be kind of like too late in my view. So in any case, this is Steel. Now in this video, I took this video back when he was 60-10. I'm going to change up how I do the guys from time to time, and that is I'm going to go ahead and put him in at 60-10 here. He's at 70-11 L4 already on my account. And so then I'm going to show you him in PvP, but I did record him doing 60-10 things at Heroic Node, the last node, Heroic 8. Now that, for those of you who don't know, that is the node where I try to test their strength. But before we get into that, I drop DC Legends videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Raid Shadow Legends videos every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Marvel Future Revolution videos like intermittently. So please like, please subscribe, and if you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. So we're gonna go ahead and go into the test for him at 60-10. For those of you who are at 60-10, he's only L1. I think I've taken his abilities up to about the penultimate level in this one, with the exception of one that I'm not leveling at all. I'm going to go into his kit and explain why. And then I'm going to take him to PvP and show you why he is, I think, good, but a mild disappointment for me. So here we go. And I'm trying to, I don't remember, because I recorded this like a week and a half ago. So I don't really remember how he performed in terms of damage. I think it was right at average, with his A3 being well above. So that was his A3, and this is going through the animations. In case you guys haven't seen them, I always like looking at them, even though I put it on 3x and blow past them. A lot of times the animations are cool. So you see the crit hit there. It was all between 6 and 11K on his AoE for Green Arrow. And then the next move from Steel should be the AoE. That was 4 and 2. Now his AoE did say light damage, so they didn't lie. Then I think the next is his A1. Now I will say some of the things I like about his kit is that it is designed for him to keep taunt on himself, which is great. His HP pool, is that a, yep, there's a cat in the backyard. Good thing Archie is asleep in the corner and he's not going to run and attack said cat. But in any case, I do like the concept of if he gets attacked with no shield, he gives himself shield. He always keeps taunt on himself, protecting the team. He's not the beefiest of beefy taunters. He's about 25% short of like your Bardas, your Grundys, and your Clayface, but he's no slouch. He can take a lot of damage, especially since he keeps a shield on himself as well. So in that, for that scenario, I think he's a good taunter in that way. However, like with a lot of taunters that I have a problem with, it goes two ways. I like turn 0 taunters, and if you're not a turn 0 taunter, you need to be fast. He's not exactly fast, and he's not a turn 0 taunter. It's the same problem that I have with Mr. Freeze. I love Mr. Freeze's kit. However, and I think I go into here and show where his levels are. Yeah, so I took the penultimate for basically everything. Or no, I just took the 7 out of 8. And then I left understudy off. So what I'm going to do here now is I am going to then go into the game and show you his kit. Be right back. So as you can see, 7011, so big that his own name goes over his face. And yes, I did buy that normal skin because the legendary skin is just ugly to me. I'm sorry. And actually, the skin itself, like the suit itself and the hammer, I like. It's the freaking goggles, man. Can we get rid of the goggles? Like, I hate those goggles. Oh my god, it reminds me of like the early 2000s when those things came out from Oakley and they were kind of popular, and nobody thought they were cool, even if you owned a pair. Anyway, so let me go back. That skin is just distracting to me. I don't know. Uh, anyway, when it comes to his abilities in his kit, on his A1, damage to a single enemy and gain 40% shield. Apply 15% shield on a random ally for his legendary point. This ability hits like below average. It's such a weak hit. It is such a weak hit. That hit is not there for damage, in my view. Like, you're not doing anything with that hit. On the A2, hammer time. Light damage to all enemies. They were not lying about light damage. You're not bringing him in for damage, except for his A3. 80% chance to also apply buff immunity, which can be booked up or can be ringed out to 100%. 75% chance to apply 3 crit chance ups to all allies. That was another legendary point that I just took. I do like the apply buff immunity to all allies. 75% chance to apply crit chance ups is just nice to have. But I do like the buff immunity itself. There are others who do it as well, but if you don't have like your Star Sapphire ready to go, then he would be a nice alternative. Plus, he's an energy versus a mystic alternative to it. So that might be a good thing to have in the kit for you. Now, heavy damage on his True Man of Steel. Heavy damage and apply stun to a single enemy. This ability hits hard as hell. Like, the damage this ability does makes up for the damage that the other two do not do. Also, gain crit immunity and apply it on a random ally, which is always nice to have and would help him with survivability. The problem with this is that I would like to run him with a Kilowog, so that because he is a taunter, I like running physical based damage taunters with Kilowog, because then if they get hit, they get those empowered strength ups. If they get a crit shot, they get those empowered strength ups, and then they hit harder because typically, like Barda, when she has empowered strength ups, she can do okay damage. Without it, she's just not doing any damage. So running her with Kilowog can make her, a little bit of a damage dealer. If you have crit immunity, then that just wipes the whole thing out. So, in any case, going down, understudy. I have not put any rings into this because I do not want this to happen. Someone in the comment section like 2 weeks ago gave a reason why it may work, and I'm just thinking of it now, and I apologize. I did not remember to go look for the comment, and I'm not about to do it right now. I apologize, but you did say something that kind of made me think. So maybe I'll remember if I read it. But at the end of the enemy's turn, if that enemy is stunned, 50% chance to apply taunt and buff immunity on them. Now, part of me thinks, and this can be ringed out all the way to 75%. I think it was the person said it was in case of Larfleeze, if that person has put a taunt on or put a stun them, and the stun goes away, then you get a taunt on them and buff immunity, which for Azrael, if you put a stun on him, let's say Kilowog, the Kilowog stun thing, where Kilowog has an AoE that stuns the primary target, so it doesn't matter if there's a taunter or not, but there's still a taunter there, so you can't get around it. So use Kilowog, you put the stun on, and then once that stun expires, if you haven't killed Azrael yet, then the taunt will activate, and you will still be able to target him. That is such a specific, niche situation. Like, in order for him to put the stun on the enemy in the first place, that means that you have to get past the taunt in the first place. And maybe you use Red Robin and have somebody with True Sight hit Azrael and then do the taunt. But then by that point, why aren't you just bringing Arcus or Starfire and killing Azrael? You know what I mean? Like, so... I mean, if you don't have Starfire, I get it. Like, she isn't regularly available. Everybody has enough frags from Arcus. You can get him all up and down red alerts. So, I don't know. It seems like, and maybe it's just a situation that I'm not seeing. But I haven't put any rings into it because I don't want it to happen. And honestly, I don't see a situation where it's necessary, like where it's going to happen. So, I mean... if you stun someone, typically, for me, you stun the most dangerous member of whatever team you're facing. I'm trying to be fair to the ability now as I think through it. You stun the most dangerous one, and if you don't have the chance to stun them, or if you don't have the chance to kill them before the stun expires, then the taunt will jump up, and then you can continue to attack him. However, given the situation by which they're going to get the stun in the first place, I mean, maybe a taunter could have gone off in the meantime, and you still want to have that other taunt on them. So maybe, but it just feels like such a specific situation that I don't see it happen too often. Anyway, all right, so that's understudy. And then hope. Passive ability, at the end of his turn, gain taunt. That's all you need. He keeps taunt on himself. Problem. He's not a turn 0 taunter, and he's relatively slow. In fact, let me check his speed real quick. If it's in the, yeah, it's in the 70s. 76, so it'll be 90, 99. By comparison, let me go check Man-Bat, one of these slower in the game, along with Mr. Freeze. So Man-Bat, he is sitting at, yeah, he's sitting at 88. So he's slightly faster than Man-Bat. And we'll go ahead and check Mr. Freeze just because I'm curious now. Mr. Freeze is at 90. So he's slow. So that means in order for him to get that turn, to get that taunt, you got to wait a little bit. Whee. And I love Mr. Freeze's kit as well. It's just that he's slow. Yeah, like I like that taunt. And I should be using Mr. Freeze more often, especially with Impulse. And maybe I will build a couple teams around him. I do like Steel himself. I do like Steel. Now, I don't know. I'll be fair. Maybe this is just my bias towards liking the character himself. But I do like Steel. So, but I do not see him being extremely helpful in PvP. PvE, sure. PvP, if you're going to use a taunter, if your taunter's already slow, then it kind of means why are you bringing him into a PvP setting, to me. Like if he's already too slow for everybody else, then you're going to have to bring help alongside to speed him up, which means like a Wally West, a Black Flash to slow down the other team, a Kaga, you know, different turn meter manipulators who will be fast enough to go before him, give space, give him time to get to his turn, and then you'll get the taunt. So in any case, I'm going to go into PvP, do a few matches, and then I'll call that a video. So let's go. Man, I am like so tired. I've not been able to get any good amount of sleep. Let's go into this PvP. Oh, look at all that energy there. What are you doing, Obi? What are you doing? Let's take him in against. All right, so I'm gonna leave Steel in because you know his video. I do want to try to have as many. But because there's a Black Flash over there, I'm going to go ahead and use my Black Flash. I'm not going to worry about bonus tunes too much at the moment, just because don't sacrifice the potential of losing one tune to try to get a couple of points. Just try to finish the battle without losing anything. And then let's go ahead and put Cassandra Cain in there, my Pain in the Butt award winner. There she is, to take care of Black Flash in case he does get a chance to go off. And here we go. So now I'm thinking with Steel, in order for him to get his potential as a taunter, you will have to run him with a speedster that manipulates turn meter for one side or the other. So you're talking your impulses, you're talking your Black Flashes, you're talking your Wally West. That's how you get him to be a sufficient taunter, like from the onset. Somebody has to get him going before the other team gets to go. And then you see how much damage you can take, basically. Let's go ahead and do the A1 and get some shield up on him. Good to go. See, my Cassandra Cain doesn't hit Black Flash that hard. She's RB1. And I love that when you hit him, and if he doesn't have shield, he'll hit you with the A1. And let's go ahead and rotate it. He'll hit you with the A1 and give himself shield. I do like that ability a lot. And they have this debuff immunity all over the place. Ugh. Oh, you missed her. You missed her. That's not what you want to do. Even though my Cassandra Cain won't hit hard. So now we have 4 turns to get rid of this entire team. Now you're kind of happy that he's slow. Oy vey. So let's go ahead and run this. As a matter of fact, looks like he's about to fall soon anyway. Give himself back all of that shield. Oy, there goes Black Flash. So it does not look like this is going to work out in our favor. So I'm just going to go ahead and run on auto. Now, what did I do wrong in this composition? I have Barda, who I hate facing. I love having her on my team. And so now I'm thinking maybe I should have put Black Manta in place of Cassandra Cain. So let's go ahead and try that route. Still need Black Flash in there just to deal with or. Wally West is faster than Black Flash. Lex is not Lex. Green Lantern Hal Jordan is just right. He doesn't give him. He's not Cheetah. He's not Martian Manhunter. So I don't necessarily need Martian Manhunter in there. Where are you, Green Lantern? So I might go with my other MVP here, Lex. Let's see. Now, do I want to do... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put in Black Manta just to be absolutely sure what I'm dealing with. Barda. And then, do I really want to do Wally West right now? Or do I want to stick with Black Flash? Let's do Wally West since I'm always using Black Flash. Wally West was the one I was always using before. So let's go ahead and put Wally West in. And let's see. Try not to waste his siege energy, but that's probably what's going to end up happening. All right, so. Boop, boop, be doop. Here we go. All right, so now Wally West. Boost everybody up, speed everybody up. Let's go ahead and, oh, but they do have that debuff immunity on. So this will just basically strip her of, should I just do the, he's gonna give himself True Sight though. All right, so at a certain point he will at least. It'd be nice if I could go ahead and have that taunt up on Steel. You see the issue. And now, oh. So now I have to have Lex in. Horrible, 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 right? So now what? Martian Manhunter has to be in? Retreat. Oy vey. But this is the issue with Steel because I want to use him as a taunter. He is not a damage dealer. What am I supposed to do with him? If I'm bringing him in as a turn 0, I can't bring him in as a turn 0 taunter. I feel as though if I put like Clayface in that role, then we would have been okay. I could have built things much differently around him, but I can't now. So let's put Black Flash in there then. Maybe Wally West was the mistake, and let's see what happens there. As I'm wasting all my siege energy. Okay. Here we go. So overall, as you can see, I mean, there's some aspects of Steel I like, but I think it's one of those things like I did with Connor Kent. Like I already went in with Connor Kent having this negative vibe on him. And so then I wasn't fair when it came down to evaluating him. And with this one, I'm going in with this already kind of like positive vibe for Steel. And so I feel as though maybe I'm not exactly seeing things as they are, but as I want them to be. Because I want him to be good. I really, 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 really do. And I'm not saying that he's bad. Don't get that twisted. But there are definitely better options. And we're actually staring at one, which is Barda. I mean, at this point, if I'm talking about taunters, it was like the same thing I said. I might like Ultraman more as a taunter than him. Because Ultraman heals a lot more. That overheal, it heals a random. Let me go ahead and keep fighting. It heals random allies as well, and he transfers debuffs, and he does it on turn 0. So Ultraman may be a more viable energy taunter than Steel, even though I really do like Steel and what he has to offer. Or is it just a poor matchup that I've put him in? And now we have Barda bleeding, which is nice. Let's go ahead and hopefully purge that taunt. Nope, won't do it. But it's put us in a hole. It's already put us in a hole from the beginning. So she keeps giving herself min. She'll bleed out soon enough. Ugh. Like, really, though? Really, though? So maybe I have him in a bad situation. Maybe I'll run him up against. I'll do one more battle in Wraith, and then we'll see. Maybe I just need to. Maybe he's the kind of taunter that if you want to use him, it has to be in certain situations. However, in terms of taunters, I want versatility. I want to be able to just say, I'm plopping in Clayface. Boom. Here we go. Let's go. But it feels like there's a lot of consideration necessary if I'm going to put Steel in as a taunter. PvE, good. PvP, something different. So let's see. There's another Lex team. He seems popular nowadays with the kiddos. I'm going to put Terra in to deal with the whole Harley Quinn thing. So let's go ahead and do that. Should not be using slot 6, but that's okay for now. Terra will go in, the beast that she is. And then we want a Mystic something or another. What Mystic are we putting in there? Is there a Mystic that would speed us up that isn't Black Flash? I'm trying so hard not to use him right now because you use him all the time. You get so dependent on Black Flash. Cersei? Oh, there was that thing that guy asked me to try with Cersei and Ultraman. If you can transfer the enrage that Cersei resurrects you with Ultraman. If not, transfer it directly, at least pass it on a little bit. Which was a very, very interesting question, and I really do want to try it as soon as I get a chance to. Let's see. Let's have some fun with Parasite. This might not be the best setup. Why not? This is stupid. If we don't make it through this one, then this might not be Steel's fault. But putting Parasite in, he's a little bit something different. Stealing buffs and whatnot. So let's see how this goes. Plus he's special damage, so he'll work well in Deluxe. All right. Boom. Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and give those agility ups, which will reduce the damage. Let's go ahead and strip all of these buff immunities. Awesome. Yes, you may hit me, but I am going to stun you. That works. Now let's go ahead and try to take out Harley Quinn. That works. Now he's going to be attacked. Oh, I just received money on my account. Awesome. All right. Let's go ahead and run that. Okay. So in this situation, it worked out pretty well. Like, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. Not great at all. So I think my final verdict on Steel is that he's okay, not great at all. Like, if I say B, I think I'm being generous. I think he has some things to offer as a taunter, and maybe I was putting him in a bad situation. Maybe I'll try one more setup. It seemed like Parasite actually did really well in that scenario in terms of stealing all those buff immunities. I may have to use Parasite a little bit more often. Parasite was one of the ones that I worked like super hard to get and was so happy and took him like immediately, I think like L4 as soon as he dropped, or L3 as soon as he dropped from Siege. So I was really excited to get him because he was one of my favorite characters from the Superman cartoon, but, well, favorite villains. So let's go here. Let's not go there. Should we go there? I don't know if we should go there. I'm worried. Okay, so we have Wonder Girl. I don't necessarily need Terra because I'm not really worried about any debuffs. Oof. Azrael scares me. Well, let me put Azrael in of my own. I mean, I like using Azrael behind taunters. So maybe that works. Let's see. And then we'll call it a video. So, always runs longer than I expected to. Supposed to be a short one, right? Right. All right, so. Hello, come on, load up. Let's go, let's go. So let's see how this goes. I really need to check Parasite speed actually for situations like this. And there goes his true sight already, but nobody's taunting, so it don't matter. He got hit from that whip. Ooh, everybody. Let's kill Wonder Girl fast as we can. That didn't work. All right, so now let's try to steal some of these buffs. I got rid of Wonder Girl as well. Don't kill my Azrael. And see, all of this stuff is happening, and we haven't had a chance. And they're going everywhere because he hasn't taunt yet. There's been no taunt. Now, granted, to be fair, in the sense of Azrael having true sight, still, Arcus could have taken out Azrael in the meantime while we're messing around with all this noise. Don't even know who to hit right now. I mean, I guess hit Azrael. And look at how little damage he did. Now Azrael doesn't have true sight anymore. Hopefully we can take out Azrael with Lex. Hopefully we can take out Azrael with Azrael. See what I'm like? He's not doing any damage to him. Okay. So now we got rid of Azrael. We should be in pretty good shape, but I think that was fortunate at best that we got away with that. Because Azrael or Arcus could have really done some damage there. Azrael already has true sight, and I was just lucky that he only took out Parasite when he did. But Arcus could have really caused some damage in that situation. And a lot of it would have been because we did not have Taunt up yet. So, I mean, I might give him a B because I like him, but I'm not so sure how he is as a taunter. As far as the tunes of the month go, so far, I'm putting Zod and Ultraman above him. I haven't played with Eradicator yet, so I don't know. So I'm going to give him like a B-, I guess. In any case, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you next time.